Alright, it's time to stop that big bag egghead. Don't you agree, Spider-Man? Of course, Sonic. It's time to swing into action! What? Can't a teenager just play with his toys for once? Finally here. Time for me to talk about one of my all-time favorite trilogies. In fact, this is my favorite trilogy of all time. Yep, who cares about this Dark Knight trilogy? Get this crap out of here, boy. I'm of course talking about the Toy Story trilogy. Okay, just quick sign up. Dark Knight is still awesome, but still. So yeah, Toy Story was one of the things I grew up with. In fact, this is probably my favorite Pixar series of all time. I adore this franchise that much. So basically, what's the plot of Toy Story? Well, it's about this young boy named Andy, and he has these toys that come to life whenever he is not in the room. I mean, I had a lot of toys growing up. I wonder what would happen if they came to life whenever I wasn't in the room. Think about the collateral damage. And in this lineup of toys, there's one toy that's his favorite, Sheriff Woody, the greatest cowboy in the Old West. Unfortunately, Andy and his family are moving, but as a surprise, Andy's mom is throwing his birthday 1 week early, and one of his toys is, of course, Buzz Lightyear. And let's just say there's some drama between Buzz and Woody. Heck, there's even one time where Woody tries to kill Buzz by pushing him out the window. That's pretty dark for a kids movie back in the 1999, the 1990s, but still, that's pretty dark. But still, after getting caught up in all of this, they had to find their way back home to get to Andy before they move. And I mentioned there's a psycho kid named Sid. No, I almost said Zid, but it's Sid. So yeah, that's the plot of the movie. And what do I think of this movie? It still holds up. This like 20 years later. It is that good of a film. Well, then there's the animation, which is the first computer-generated ever animated movie. And I gotta say, the animation's still pretty good. Well, on the toys, at least. I mean, don't get me wrong, the backgrounds look nice and the cars look nice. But the humans and the dogs, yeah, they don't hold up as well. So, but to be fair, it was the first computer-generated animated movie. So, yeah, they can't all be winners in the animation department. But still, the characters are still memorable. In fact, I can go an entire year without watching this movie, and I can remember every character, every story beat, every line perfectly. That is how good this movie is. Also, the characters. They are some of the best written characters I have ever seen. All of them are different in their own unique ways, and each one of them is lovable. We got Woody, we got Buzz, we got Bo Peep, we got Rex, we got freaking Ham and Mr. Potato Head. In fact, how come no one ever pointed out Mr. Potato Head is a big jerk in this trilogy? I'm just saying. But still. Also, the drama feels real. They aren't just being jerks to each other for being jerks. It's identifiable. Think about it. We all had that moment in our lives where we're all like, "Oh man, I'm so jealous of this person. They're getting all the attention and I'm not." So yeah, you understand these characters, and heck, there's no real villain in this movie other than Sid. In fact, but even then, Sid is just a normal kid. Let's be honest, we've all had that one kid, or were that kid, that was not very kind to his toys. In fact, fun fact, the toy that Sid blew up was actually supposed to be a G.I. Joe figure, but unfortunately Hasbro didn't allow them to use the rights to G.I. Joe because they found out all they were going to do was just blow him up, yeah. So, yeah. But still, Sid is undefinable. He's just a kid who's playing with toys, and it makes him happy. Even though he destroys his toys and puts them back in horrifyingly different ways. Dear God, this movie is dark. And also, you want to know how dark this movie is? They make a Marie Antoinette. Okay, I can't pronounce the name, but basically there was a Queen of France and her little sister who got guillotined to death. And there's the one part in the movie where Buzz is in Sid's house, and but basically Hannah found Buzz. And let's just say Buzz acts kind of crazy, and he says, "Save the whole galaxy," and suddenly you're with Marie Antoinette and her little sister. And did I mention that those dolls their heads were chopped off? Yeah, pretty dark for a kids movie, but hey, it still works in my opinion. And also, the humor in this movie is still really good. There were multiple parts of the movie that had me cracking up laughing, and even the emotional moments hold up very well in my opinion, like Buzz finding out he's just a toy. Now, some people say, but if Buzz thinks he's not a toy, then why does he like turn to stone whenever Andy comes in? Well, think about it. If you were Buzz and you saw a giant Goliath standing over you and you saw all your friends playing dead, wouldn't you want to do that to survive? I'm just saying. And also, this movie is highly high. The lines in this movie are so quotable, and you can use them today, like stuff like "You're a toy" and "You're a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity." And of course, who can forget "To Infinity and Beyond"? And of course, That's not flying. That's falling with style. It's perfectly well done. Also, speaking of identifiable, Andy really isn't that bad as a kid. Think about it. He's just the reason why he's playing with Buzz so much is because he's the hot new toy, and all kids want to do that. In fact, I wanted to do that when I was younger. I was like, "Mom, Dad, please give me the hot new toy." That was me when I grew up. I was a bratty kid with that then, but still. This film is a masterpiece in my opinion. This is one of my top 20 favorite movies. Also, that car chase at the end, dear Lord Almighty. Okay, we need a body count for how many people got killed in that thing because there's no way a person survived that in any car crashes. So yeah, overall, I adored this movie. It is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I'm giving this movie an S rank. So yeah, see you all later when I talk about Toy Story 2, and leave your thoughts on Toy Story in the comments below. I adore this movie, and I will continue to love it through my entire life. You have a friend, and me.